Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hello everyone, I'm Astrid.
My name is Elvara Raffi Malvira.
My name is Maharesya Haikal Wicaksana.
My name is Rafael Kurniawan.
My name is Zakin Afal Azizi.
In this presentation, I will explain the proverbs. This one. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. This phrase means that when you are in a different country or unfamiliar environment, I think it's wise to adapt to the local customs and behave the way local people do. Although this proverb can be translated for word into bahasa Indonesia as sewaktu di Roma berlaku berperilakulah seperti orang Roma. But I think a more culturally equivalent Indonesian proverb would be di mana bumi dipijak, di situ langit dijunjung. This expression conveys a similar message that we should honor and follow the values of the places we are in. For example, if you travel to, let's say, Japan, where bowing is a common form of greeting, I think it would be appropriate to follow the custom. A more natural sentence could be like, for example, when I visited Japan, I made sure to bow when greeting people. After all, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And the second proverb is when the going gets tough, the tough get going. This expression means that when we are in this, when the situations become difficult, strong or determined individuals will respond by taking action rather than giving up. Maksudnya in bahasa Indonesia, this could be translated as ketika keadaan menjadi sulit, orang yang tangguh akan semakin berusaha. Or let's say a more idiomatically as semakin berat tantangannya, semakin kuat usahanya. For instance, let's say during exam periods, when students feel overwhelmed, this proverb can be used to encourage them. Like they might say, final exams are coming and the material is really challenging, but I'm sure I will not give up. Because when the tough gets going, no, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. In bahasa Indonesia, that could be ujian akhir sudah dekat dan materinya sulit, tapi saya tidak akan menyerah. Karena semakin sulit, semakin saya berusaha. So, that's all for the explanation. The next one will be explained by my friends.
The proverb number 3, you can lead a horse to water but you can't make it drink. So the meaning is you can offer people opportunities or advice but you cannot force them to take action. Bahasa Indonesia in translation is kamu bisa mengarahkan kuda air ke air tetapi tidak bisa memaksanya minum. Though the sentence example is we've given him all the tools to succeed, but it's up to him now. You can lead a horse to water but you can't make it drink. For the number 4, it's easy to be wise after the event. The meaning is it's easy to figure it out the right course of action after something bad has already happened. In Bahasa Indonesia translation, mudah menjadi bijaksana setelah sudah terjadi. For the sentence example is, if I had known how unstable the job market was, I would have planned differently. It's easy to be wise after the event.
Okay, so for the last proverb is a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In Indonesian, it's perjalanan 1,000 mil dimulai dengan langkah pertama. This proverb means that even the longest or most difficult journey starts with one small action. The example in a sentence is, I'm not sure how I'll finish this thesis, but I'll start by writing the introduction. After all, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Okay, so we are going to move on to the idioms. For the first idioms is bite off more than you can chew. In Indonesian, it's mengambil tanggung jawab lebih dari yang dia mampu. This idiom means to take more responsibility than you can handle. So in a sentence, it's I bit off more than I could chew when I agreed to manage both projects.
Okay, so for the second idioms is hit the nail on the head. The meaning is describe exactly what is causing a situation or problem. And the translation in Indonesia is mengungkapkan sesuatu dengan tepat. And the example of the sentence is you really hit the nail on the head with your analysis of the issue. And for the third one of idioms is let sleeping dogs lie. The meaning is avoid restarting an old argument issue. And the translation in Indonesia is biarkan masalah ini cepat berlalu. And for the sentence example is I want to confront him, but I decide to let sleeping dogs lie.
Okay, now the fourth idioms is be very expensive. In Bahasa Indonesia, it means sangat mahal. The example of the sentence is that luxury bag cost her an arm and a leg. And then the last idioms is pull someone's leg. It means joke or tease someone. In Bahasa Indonesia, it means menggoda atau bercanda dengan seseorang. The example of the sentence is I was just pulling your leg about the test being today. So that's the end of this presentation. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. We really hope you found it interesting and helpful. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.